Jabari Smith, in a shock, fell to number 3 to the Houston Rockets, who I'm sure are jumping for joy with this new pick that they have. And this draft was one of those drafts where there wasn't a presumptive number 1 overall pick. Chet Holmgren, Paolo Banchero, and Jabari Smith could have gone in any order, although I think the one that they actually did go in was the least likely to be bet upon, the least likely that people would have predicted Paolo going number 1 overall to the Magic. With that being said, it's not how good are these players going to be in 1 year, how good are they going to be in 5 years, how good are they going to be in 10 years is the way the NBA draft works, because these players are drafted so young. Jabari Smith, barely 19 years old. And we're going to be seeing how good Jabari is going to be 10 years out. Maybe we'll check in on Chet and Paolo as well, see if the Orlando Magic made the right pick, if the Oklahoma City Thunder made their right pick, and if the Rockets did make out with the best player in the draft despite picking at 3rd. The rest of the team, not a lot to talk about. Kevin Porter Jr., we'll see if he's going to be their point guard of the future. Dyson Nix, Jalen Green is going to be his partner in crime for a long time, but I think the offensive potential of this team is going to be great. There's going to be growing pains, but Jabari Smith and Jalen Green are certainly a lethal duo. If you want to throw Kevin Porter Jr. in there to be a lethal trio, be my guest. They're led by head coach Steven Silas, who is hopefully going to utilize them to the best of their strengths. And let's see how these players do, because I think Jabari Smith is going to have one heck of a career offensively. And I just want to point out, as with all of our career simulations that we do, that we don't touch anything as far as the team management is concerned. We are strictly viewers watching how good Jabari Smith is doing. So this month, where they've lost every single game except 2, you're going to say, well, good job, Steven Silas. Hopefully the interim GM, if you will make the right moves to put this team over the top. We aren't touching anything. We will add untapped potentials, but that's probably about it. Luka Doncic wins MVP. Chet Holmgren wins Rookie of the Year over our boy Jabari. And injuries are on, so Jaden Ivey, Blake Wesley did get hurt throughout the season, but I think Jabari had a very serviceable year. Keegan Murray, 6th man of the year. What? Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved is Tyrese Maxey. Coach of the Year is Monty Williams of the Suns, and Alexander Panel is a funny-looking man. Don't care about these awards, but how did our all-rookie first team do? Jabari Smith, of course, made it. An 81 overall. Looks like he did not develop whatsoever. Chet Holmgren, bruised tailbone day-to-day. Okay. As for the stats for the season, how did our boy Jabari do? Led the team in scoring, 19 points a game. You'll love to see that. 0.2 points ahead of Jalen Green. Rebounds, led the team ahead of Alperen Şengün, because he's actually taller than Alperen Şengün is. And oh no, he had more defensive rebounds. Alperen had more offensive rebounds by 0.2. Whew. Okay. And assist, he was 2nd on the team. I cannot read. Blocks, tied for 3rd. Assists, okay. Field goal percentages, shot 45% for the field. 40% from the 3 is certainly respectable. And 82% from the free throw line, averaging 32.7 minutes a game. I gotta say, a very impressive rookie season. As for the Rockets themselves, yikes, 21-61. Should we include Victor Wembanyama in this draft class? Maybe we will. Because I usually use a generic, whatever draft class. But let's do Victor Wembanyama. Let's see if he... I don't use any of these draft classes, but okay, we'll use this guy. Is this the Victor Wembanyama draft class? It certainly is. Drake Whitehead, Anthony Black. Where is Scoot Henderson? All the way down there. Interesting. Okay, well, the Rockets obviously aren't going to be doing anything for the foreseeable future for at least 2 to 7 years. You know how rebuilds go. And it looks like the Hawks are going to be NBA champions with DeJounte Murray, and Trae Young wins NBA Finals MVP. Player retirements. Udonis Haslem is retiring? No, he's not. Sorry. Dwight, Kyle Lowry, Rudy Gay, George Hill. Okay. Hall of Fame inductees. Braun. Wait, Braun retired? Why didn't you tell me that first? The hell? Unless he didn't retire. That's weird. Well, Braun and Dwight going into the Hall of Fame, get their jerseys retired as well. So is Kyle Lowry. And we're going to sim through the entire offseason very slowly, because the 2K simulation engine is tremendously slow on PS5 next-gen consoles. Too bad they don't have the PC version using next-gen. Jalen Green up to an 84. Jabari Smith up to an 84. Kevin Porter Jr. Everybody else. Who did they draft? They drafted Cameron Whitemore. Picked 6? Damn, they fell to pick 6 and 12. That kind of hurts, huh? Interesting offseason to say the least. The rest of the team, the rest of the core is around. We are going to be doing untapped potentials. If I can. Okay. We'll be doing untapped potentials here. just because I always do this. I miss this feature in franchise mode. I feel like it makes it a lot more fun and immersive. I am not upgrading Jalen Green. I'm just doing Jabari Smith, and then I'm going to do free throws for a couple seasons, and then I'm probably going to stop at some point. But just because this is what we do have available to us in normal franchise mode, I know they took it away. This is going to be the exact same team. Frank Vogel is the coach. Interesting. Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith, and Alperen Şengün not making any changes. The team is probably going to do bad, and Jabari Smith is going to pop off for like 24 points a game. That's my prediction for this upcoming season. Giannis wins MVP. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. Colin Sexton, Sixth Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Evan Mobley, Most Improved. And Mike Budenholzer is Coach of the Year of the Bucks. Yes, our Michael Myers is going to kill you with a knife. Do we see any Rockets, any Chet Holmgrens anywhere? Or Chet Holmgrens, Jabari Smiths anywhere? I do not see any love for the Rockets, unfortunately. But, okay, they made the 7th seed. Good for you, Rockets. Starting to come up quickly. That is the wrong screen. Kevin Porter Jr. led the team in scoring. That's not ideal. 20 points and 6.6 assists. Is this his team? Jabari Smith looks like he's out with a bruised hip. That's not great, but 19.6 points per game. Basically the same as last year. Didn't really progress at all. It's a little disappointing. Only up to an 83 as well. All right. 8.2 rebounds a game. Where does that put him on the team? Tied with Alperen Şengün, their center. Assist 3.1. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Steals, blocks, not great. Field goal percentages, almost 50% from the field. That's actually up from last season a little bit. 3-point percentage dropped to 38%. Was that on higher volume, though? How do we see three-pointers attempted? Field goals, three-pointers. No, he just shot 20% worse. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. 82.7% on 31 minutes a game. Just kind of a moot season for him here. He didn't play all that much worse, didn't play all that much better. He just kind of gave you the same performance on the same volume. I got to say, if I was a Jabari fan, I'd be disappointed, but he was hurt. Got that bruised left hip. Played all 82 games, but he was out, or he was injured, so he's, I guess, not as good as he could have been. We'll call it an injury season. Call it a sophomore slump, and let's see the Rockets make it to the 7th seed. Do they do anything fun? Going up against Zion, probably not. Yeah, they get 4-0 swept. Sorry, you're not Zion, so just don't even try to play basketball. I don't even know what's wrong with you. Simulating through the playoffs, and it looks like the Suns actually win over the Hornets? Who's on the Hornets squad? How do we view LaMelo and Kyle Kuzma? Somehow they made the finals. Okay. Melo can't understand what happened. He's retiring. Look at this old-ass Carmelo Anthony picture, though. Oh, my God. Trevor Ariza, LaMarcus Aldridge. Boy, this Sun squad had a lot of old people, but Cliff Paul said, I finally won my ring. I'm going out on top. Al Horford is also old. Hall of Fame inductees, of course, Cliff Paul, and going to get his jersey retired. So is Carmelo Anthony. Once again, sent me through the offseason. So we had a disappointing year 2 for Jabari Smith. That tends to happen to these younger players. Again, they're drafted so stupidly young. It's not even funny. But hopefully, Jalen Green still continuing to develop, and Jabari Smith is going to just continue to get better. Maybe this year we'll shoot for a little lower. We'll say maybe 23 points a game is what I'm going to hope for here. Again, we're going to do untapped potentials. Only going to do this a few more times. Probably not that much. Jabari Smith, his potential is up to 91. We'll make it 93. My only worry is that we make him way too good. And we'll drop the bench depth to 9 and make sure Jabari is number 1. Jalen Green is number 2. Where is Jalen Green? Where is Jalen Green? Is Jalen Green not on the team? Or is it because he's injured? Yeah, that's why. All right, Jalen Green's out for injury to start the season. That's unfortunate. What did he go out with? He has... I can't view from this screen because that's fun. Jalen Green is out with another torn ACL. Brutal. Those are always bad. Those lower leg injuries for NBA players are rough. Hopefully he comes back from that well. Kevin Porter Jr. going to be playing the shooting guard role, which actually suits his skill set a little bit better. But Jabari Smith is going to be rocking the primary option on this team. Hopefully they make the playoffs again. Hopefully Jabari improves and Jalen Green comes back from injury. Giannis wins another MVP 24-11. Murray Harper apparently is Rookie of the Year. Keontae George, 6th Man of the Year. Good to see. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Trey Mann on the Timberwolves. That's interesting. Is it most improved numbers? From 6-3 to 13-7. I guess so. I'll give you that. Rick Carlisle is coach of the year because he has the Pacers. Okay. And Jacob Park is funny looking. All NBA first team. Do we see any Rockets anywhere? I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any love for the Jabari Smithers. Nothing yet again. But they did make the 13th seed. Great. So another down year. Jabari Smith, though, up to 22 points per game. 10.6 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. How does that compare for the team? Second on the team in steals. Third on the team in blocks. All right. 46% from the field. That's good. 40% from 3. That's what you want to see. And free throw percentages up to 88%. I'll probably stop doing free throw on the untapped potentials. Only an 85 overall, though. Not really what I was hoping for. Jalen Green up to an 88. This is why I do the untapped potentials, because Jabari Smith needs to continue to get better for this video to be goddamn interesting. But he led the team in rebounds ahead of Alper and Jengu in their center, and was 4th in assists, 3rd in assists. Not bad. Not a great year. You know, the league leaders are still scoring 27. He's down at 22. Not that he was particularly awful. Where did he finish in scoring? Am I blind? Am I drunk? He averaged 22 points a game, right? Right? Jalen Green is here. Jabari Smith isn't. What the fuck happened? Did he not play all 82 games? Is that it? What happened? We need a review. We need a retrospective. He played 52 games, so he didn't even qualify. We had an injury. Can I see the injury history? How do I view that? This is all it shows me, is that he had a sore right hand for 2 days. Then why did he sit out a whole bunch of fucking games? He sat out the entirety of March. Hello? You know, you do you, 2K. Clearly, when he's out, they're not as good as when he's playing. So they need Jabari Smith and they need Jalen Green to be healthy at the right time and make the playoffs. But it looks like it's going to be another year in the lottery. Hopefully the Rockets can improve. Kevin Love is retiring. So is Russell Westbrook, Drew Holiday, Danny Green. Hall of Fame inductees is Russell Westbrook, and getting his jersey retired, so is Blake Griffin. Yeah, so the point, I don't know why I'm speaking in singulars. The statistics and points went up for Jabari. He definitely had a better season, but he didn't improve the team, and he was out for a large majority of it, and he's down 1 overall now. Is he upset? Let's see. Is he mad? Jabari, are you mad? Is that what's going on here? I'm leaning towards testing my value in free agency. You're a restricted free agent, bro. Good luck. Jalen Green, though, is balling out, up to a 92 overall already. Jabari, you're holding the team down. Cam Whitmore's up to an 80. Greg Jackson's up to an 80. Kevin Porter Jr.'s down to an 82. Why is he upset? Chris Duarte made his way to the team on a 3-year, wow, $23 million deal. Super affordable. And the rest of the team is doing fine. I don't know what's wrong with Jabari. He just doesn't like being on the Rockets, I guess. He doesn't like losing, but he doesn't play enough to contribute to their winning. Who knows? The 2K player morale, if you want to call it that, is always funny. But we'll do one more bump to the free throws, and then we'll do one bump to his potential. See, it dropped to an 85 there. That's why I'm always just boosting it artificially in untapped potentials. But this is going to be the team yet again. Why is Kevin Porter Jr. coming off the bench? Hopefully Gordon Hart, whoever the hell you are, can be their point guard of the future. We need Jabari. I'm going to change this to no preference on the scoring option. Just let the team do what it does. How are they looking at the preseason power rankings? Are they any good? 12th? That's probably the best the Rockets have been in a long time. Hopefully Jabari and Jalen can lead the team to victory. This one's a little bit of a shot to the gut, but I'm looking at the all-star team selection every single season to see if Jabari made it. Chet made his first. Jalen Green made his first. Paulo Banchero made his first, but Jabari Smith did not. Just a real shot in the foot here as Jabari Smith continues to not develop as well as we'd like. Giannis wins another MVP. Are you kidding me? He's down to a 91. What the hell? 26 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists on great shooting, by the way. 67% from the free throw line. Colby Jones is Rookie of the Year. Trey Mann, 6th Man of the Year now on the Bulls. Okay. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Joey Manning is Most Improved, and Coach Bud is once again Coach of the Year, while Michael Myers is going to kill you with a knife. Any Rockets making any teams at all that are fun or interesting at all? The Thunder made it. The Rockets don't. Jalen Green made All-NBA 3rd team. So Jalen Green is turning into a stud. It just seems like Jabari Smith is not. But they did make the 6th seed. That'll work. How do we look at, that's the wrong button. Player stats. Jalen Green lead the, wow, 26 points a game for Jalen Green. Absolutely popping off, having himself a career. Jabari Smith, less so. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. It's not that he's bad, it's that he's not as good as you'd like him to be. Again, only 22 years old at this point, but second on the team in scoring, which, I mean, that's fine. Rebounds, number 1. Did they not sign Alperen Şengün back? Well, that certainly doesn't help. Looks like Isaiah Hartenstein is their starting center, or Greg Jackson, who's only 6'9". And assists, not great. The whole team is not great, but he's tied for third, which isn't what you want to see. Steals, second. Blocks, way down there. How are field goal percentages? 44% from the field, not that efficient. 41% from the three-point line, that'll work. And free throws up to 88%. How many games did he play this year? 72. Not as much as you'd like to see, but 72 will work in an 82-game season, as the Houston Rockets made the playoffs, not even in the play-in tournament, as they went 48-34, making the 6th seed. Really good season for them. The Spurs are number 1 because they have Victor Wembanyama. That's it. The Kings are number 2. No way. No way. The Kings are the number 2 seed. Can you imagine? Blazers, Grizzlies, Thunder, and Houston Rockets. All right. They have legitimate title contention, I think. Taking on the Blazers, Damian Lillard, Shadon Sharp. I saw he was popping off and scoring 27 points, 25 points a game. Wow. Brooke McGetty, Yusuf Nurkic, Jamal Murray? Excuse me? Jamal Murray? On a $1 million deal. This is why I hated 2K. This is why I don't play 2K. And 4-1 swept. Gentlemen swept. Yeah, that's all she wrote. The team just needs a little bit more support, and that starts with Jabari Smith getting better as Tyrese Halliburton wins NBA Finals MVP for the Pacers. Play retirement, so LeBron down to an 87 says, fuck this. DeMar DeRozan, Stephanie Curry, John Wall, Harrison Barnes. LeBron and Steph getting their jerseys retired going into the Hall of Fame. So is Clay, and so is Dre. Basically, the entire Warriors team, and then their rival, LeBron James, retired at the same time. That's kind of fun. But here we go. Season 2025-2026. Is this the year that Jabari Smith gets good? No. Jabari Smith said, fuck you, I'm gone. Where did you go, Jabari? Why did you do that? How can I even find him? Let's see. He's a power forward. Jabari Smith is now on the Hornets. 1-year deal with the Hornets. Interesting. Is LaMelo Ball still there? Because that could be a lethal duo as well. So their team is LaMelo Ball, Monty Morris, I like that. Terry Rozier still on the team. Trevor Keels, I don't know who this is. Rigzi Suzmuri. DeAndre Hunter, not bad. Kelly Oubre still there. Jarris Walker, never heard of him. Jabari Smith, Precious Achiuwa is a center. And then Ellis Brady, Charles Bassey, and Matthew Soto. So they're okay. Terry Rozier, DeAndre Hunter, Kelly Oubre, that's all good enough. And then Jabari Smith, if he pops off, and LaMelo Ball, yeah, that's going to be a really fun duo. Maybe they might even make the playoffs. Maybe it was me controlling the Rockets that was cursing this team. Well, now they're on the Hornets. We are going to be doing untapped potentials because I cannot stand the fact that Jabari didn't even make it to a 90 overall yet. So let's just keep bumping up to an 87 potential. Again, he has to reach that. That's all on him. And this will be the last year that we do free throws, just because I don't want to make it too unrealistic. Hopefully the Hornets in the other conference, away from my team control, will be competitive. And I know there's 2 levels of skill to this game. Jalen Green is the all-star captain for the Western Conference. You can see that in the top left. Jabari Smith made his first as the last player picked in the bottom right for the All-Star game. You know what? You take the wins when you can find them. Jabari Smith finally made the All-Star game for the first time in his career. Somehow Josh Giddey wins MVP with 18, 8, and 9. That just doesn't work for me. So I want to make Jalen Green MVP. Had a heck of a year. 28, 7, and 4 on 53 from the field, 95% from the free throw line, and 43% from the three-point line. Ridiculous numbers. Irvin Curry, son of Steph, is Rookie of the Year. Cole Anthony, 6th Man of the Year on the Magic. Jaren Jackson Jr. on the Pistons, Defensive Player of the Year. Kennedy Chandler, Most Improved. Not bad for the short fella. 12 and 6.5. Not bad, not bad. Elijah Samuel is fat, and Brandon Harrison looks funny. All-NBA first team, nobody. Second team. Who are we looking for now? The Hornets? That's right. We're looking for what's his face? Chet Holmgren made it. What a bastard. Jalen Green, John Morant. Yeah, Jabari's getting no love right now in 2K, but the Hornets were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference last year. You'll love to see it. LaMelo Ball is playing great, and Jabari's not even playing. Is he hurt? He's down to an 80. Come on, game. Why are you gonna do my man Jabari like that? He is hurt with a torn MCL. God damn it. Well, all right. It seems like his rookie year was literally his best season. I don't know what to do with that. But he was 21 points a game when he did play. What is this? 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.2 steals, second on the team, blocks. Not great. You'd think he'd be given more blocks as a freaky athletic power forward, but I guess not. But second on the team in scoring is good. Obviously good enough to bring him to the 1 seed. Shot 48% from the field, 41% from the 3-point line, 93% from the free throw line. But how many games did he play? The moment of truth. He made 75 games and then tears his MCL right before the playoffs. That's fucking brutal. Well, the Hornets, without our boy Jabari, are going to take on the Wizards. Hopefully, they are good enough to get to the second round, and maybe Jabari Smith is going to be in the starting rotation. Let's see. How many more weeks does that ACL have? It might be one of those where he just comes right in just as the playoffs are about to end. You know, he comes into the NBA Finals and gives them an immediate spark. But the Ball brothers going at it. LaMelo Ball versus Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine in 89. They don't have DeMar DeRozan anymore. So I think the Bulls are certainly beatable. LaMelo Ball just has to be great for one more series. And there they are. Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson. Interesting. Okay, on the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, Garrett Webb, and of course, Joel Embiid down to a 94. Going to be interesting. Is Jabari Smith going to be healthy for this at all? If he is, I'll hop in. This is the Jabari Smith career simulation, and he's still out 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, he's just not going to play. But there they are, taking on the Kings. The Kings. Interesting. And Jabari Smith is still out. Is he going to be hurt just for the playoffs, and then as soon as the playoffs are over, he's going to be healthy again? Ugh, he's out for the season. So he wins an NBA championship and he doesn't even participate. He does the old Dante DiVincenzo. What am I supposed to do with that? James Harden retired, so does Paul George, Tobias Harris, Andre Drummond, Seth Curry. I really wanted to play, and he got hurt for just the playoffs. He played the whole ass regular season, and then only in the playoffs where the games matter the most does he go out with injury and doesn't contribute anything to disappointment. But what is he up to now overall wise on the Hornets? Luka Doncic. What? That's all I gotta say is what? Can we look at the Hornets and say what? They signed Luka Doncic to a 4-year, $186 million deal, and they signed Kristaps. So they won a championship with LaMelo Ball and then said, you know what, fuck you, we're gonna go sign Luka Doncic? What? Man, 2K logic is, yeah, logical. So LaMelo Ball is on the Bulls, and Jabari Smith is not even in the top 10 on the Mavericks now. Okay. Well, who is on the Dallas Mavericks now that Luka Doncic is gone? Really, really awful idea here. Trae Young, only an 87 overall. That's weird. Kennedy Chandler, most improved player. Chris Livingston, son of Sean. Luke Cunningham, son of Cade. Nobody at the small forward position. Jabari Smith and Isaiah Stewart. And then Barney Mitchell and Jackson Hayes. Interesting. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with the fact that Jabari Smith is only an 85 overall. I thought he'd be getting better, and he's only an 85, and it's starting to make me think that he's not going to be good, at least according to 2K. So we'll bump his untapped potential. Is there any point? His untapped potential is a 91. And you know what? While we're here, let's make sure we change Isaiah Stewart's position. I know he's only 6'7" or something in real life, but he's a center through and through. He has no offensive game whatsoever. So, okay, I guess the Mavericks now are going to be led by Jabari Smith. Jabari has his own team. Maybe he's going to put up buckets. Maybe he's going to put up crazy numbers, crazy stats, and he'll be healthy for the playoffs so that we can actually play with him. God, Evan Mobley wins MVP, giving you 18 and 15. I still don't know if these are MVP numbers. I'm sorry, but scoring is king. I'm going to give it to Gregory Berry, who seems to be the best player in the NBA right now. 28, 4 and 7 on 50, 81, 46 shooting. Who are you, sir? Second round pick? Yo, legend. Connor Nichols is Rookie of the Year. Kennedy Chandler, Sixth Man of the Year. Yeah, honest defensive player. Their most improved is Lloyd Lane. Wow, what a terrible name, and he has no legs. What is wrong with you, son? Luke Walton is Luke Walton is Coach of the Year, and Robin Mack has Quinn Snyder's picture. Yo, 2K is breaking at this point. It's busting at the seams right now. It is unable to do anything logical. Let's see if our boy Jabari made any teams whatsoever. All the young rookies are making these teams except Jabari. It's really fucking frustrating. But let's see how he did. Looking at the player stats for the Mavericks, Trae Young had a okay season. Jabari had an okay season. Jabari's stuck at an 85. That's brutal, man. I don't know what to do about that. 20.4 points per game, basically just not very good. Rebounds, 8.9. I'll take that. Isaiah Stewart, 9.3. 3.6 assists, fourth on the team. 1.4 steals, led the team. Blocks, tied for third. Yeah, I'm not really sure. 47% for the field. 42% for the three-point line. 93% from the free throw line. How many games did he play? He was in 77 games. So he's having a solid season, but he's just not great. You look at the league leader in scoring, he's in the low 20s. So he's among, a whole bunch of players. 24th in the NBA and just not developing whatsoever. Brutal. And where'd the Mavericks where'd they fall to? Look at the NBA standings. They did not make the playoffs. 37 and 45. They had a sub 500 record just outside the playoffs. Looks like they were in the play-in. No, they didn't even make the play-in. Mavericks suck. Jabari Smith sucks. That's what I'm starting to understand from NBA 2K. We're here in the year 2027. By this point, you need to know if he's good. And he's just going to be an okay player as Jalen Green wins another NBA Finals. Boy, don't you wish you stayed in Houston, you son of a bitch. A lot of good players retiring here. Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant. Crazy. Only an 85 overall. Jimmy Buckets, Chris Middleton, Rudy Gobert, Otto Porter, Hall of Fame inductees KD and Kawhi. Any jersey retirements? Do you think San Antonio is going to retire Kawhi's jersey? Food for thought. Player progression. Hopefully, I guess Jabari stays on one team. He's already been on what? 1, 2, 3 teams at this point, which is a little disappointing when you're talking about a possible generational talent. Again, only an 85 overall. Not sure what I can do to affect that. I'm already doing untapped potentials. That's already kind of making this fake, if you will. Let's see. Let's look at his actual player potential through the vitals. I mean, it's really up to whoever made this draft class and this roster. So if you say his peak start age is 22, 32, 91 potential, bust percent 10, boom percent 50. Like, he's not booming, he's not busting, he's just being averagey mediocre. And that's not what you want when you're doing a full career simulation. So I'm going to bump his potential again, saying we're doing untapped potential, and just hope that, I don't know, the Mavericks are good and he balls out. Maybe he's like Julius Randle, he'll be a late bloomer. Mavericks are 25th in the power rankings. Absolutely brutal. LaMelo Ball wins MVP. Murray Reed is Rookie of the Year. Tyrell Terry, Sixth Man of the Year. Interesting. Ben Simmons, Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, like Ben Simmons plays basketball. Barney Mitchell, Most Improved Coach of the Year is Frankie V. And Robin Mack is yet again Executive of the Year, even though that is Quentin Snyder. Did our boy Jabari make any teams at all? Doesn't look like it. And I don't expect him to at this point. He's just a really mediocre player who didn't live up to his potential. Mavericks are in the play-in tournament. Jabari is still on the team, so there is that, I guess, question mark. Going to the player stats. Trae Young once again led the team in scoring. Jabari Smith second, and Chris Livingston. Holy shit, have yourself a season. 20 points per game. They got 3 20-point per game scorers. They are good. They're just not, great. Led the team in rebounding, 9.9. And assist, he was 4th, 3.8. Steals, 1.3. Tied for first. Blocks, not great, which is kind of weird. 51% from the field goal percentages. I think that's the first time in his career he shot over 50%. Finally, some efficiency. 44% from the 3-point line. Crazy. 90% from the free throw line. And how many games did you play? 60. Not great, not terrible. Well, all right, taking on the Lakers, Dyson Daniels, Quentin Grimes, Sadiq Bey. I mean, you're better than they are. You got Trey, you got Chris Livingston, you got Jabari Smith. You got to make it out of that game, right? They lost. Then why did they advance? What? Wait, what? Okay, I got it. Because the Lakers, then they go to the 7th. Okay, I got to play a tournament. I got it. Taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And you know what? We're gonna simcast this, and we might hop in. So how do I play? Here we go, simcasting. Timberwolves versus Mavericks. Can Jabari Smith do anything for this team? They go out to a huge first quarter lead, giving up the second quarter lead. Now it's tied going into the third quarter, and they're losing by 8. Gonna need a little bit of a comeback going into the fourth quarter, down 12. Yikes. Boy, Jabari Smith just not getting any playoff luck whatsoever. Left the Rockets, they go on to win NBA Finals. Joined the Hornets, they win an NBA Finals without him. And now he's losing in the play-in tournament after being the 7th seed. Brutal. As they do not even make the playoffs yet again. Well, there you go. That's the way of the NBA. You get greedy, you turn into Kyrie Irving, and then you never win again, as the Rockets ironically go on to win another NBA Finals. Jalen Green, NBA Finals MVP. Whole lot of player retirements. Vooch, Julius Randle, TJ Warren. Not a lot of superstars this time around. No Hall of Fame inductees. And we're just going to skip right out of the next season. I believe this is the last year of his deal in Dallas. Is he going to stick around? I don't know. Is he going to get any better? Probably not. But how are we looking? 85 overall. He's just not developing at all. I don't know what to do about that. Jabari, develop, bro. Fuck's wrong with you? He is a one-time champion, technically. So, you know, there's that. What is his... Can I see how he's feeling? I'm frustrated with everything that's been happening. I would feel frustrated, too, if I left the Rockets and then they went and balled out. I'm not going to make a decision. Yeah, he's only 26 years old, so he's got 2 more years till he hits his prime. He's got 2, basically 1+1 player option on his contract. So there's still time for you to ball out, you know, become a number 1 on a team. But at this point, it kind of looks like Jabari Smith is going to be a meh. You know, not terrible, not great, just meh. He's got a 95 potential. Is he going to live up to it? Probably not. We're going to go ahead and just do a little flumpsing here. I want him to be the number 1 scoring option on this team. Other than that, Chet Holmgren wins an MVP. Damn, that's got to hurt. 23 points, 10 rebounds. Donald Temple is Rookie of the Year. Emmanuel Gonzalez. Who spells Emmanuel like that? 6th Man of the Year. Defense player is Ben Simmons, now on the Kings. Grant George, also known as George Grant, is Most Improved, and Luke Walton is Coach of the Year. John Murphy looks like an ugly white boy. All-NBA first team, no Jabaris. Second team, no Jabaris. And third team, no Jabari. Jalen Duren made it before Jabari Smith. That's just wrong. But the Mavericks are in the 6th seed. Yo, okay. Jabari Smith up to an 86 overall. I'll take it, man. Jabari Smith led the team in scoring 21 points per game. Trey Young is regressing. Only 18 points a game. Chris Livingston also just an 80 overall. Luke Cunningham came along for the ride. He's pretty solid for them. Rebounds. Isaiah Stewart. He's injured, but you know, Jabari Smith's second. Assists. Yeah, not bad. Steals, blocks. 48% from the field. Okay. 45% from the 3-point line. 92% from the free throw line. And how many games did he play? 79. So Jabari Smith basically had his best year. This is as good as the Jabari Smith experience gets, is what I'm trying to understand. How did he do in scoring wise compared to the rest of the league? He is 14th. 21.7, tied with some guy named Nick Smith and Cade Cunningham, interestingly enough. I like 9.5 rebounds, though. Where does that put him in comparison to the rest of the league? 20th. So he's a top 25 scorer and a top 20 rebounder. Oh, he's a top 15 scorer, top 20 rebounder. That's, you know, that's impressive. You got to give him that. I thought he was going to be an all-star scorer. He's not. I thought he was going to be a number 1 option. He's not. But if you could put Jabari Smith on a team with, you know, who's like a 95 overall right now? I mean, Jalen Green would have been his perfect running mate, but he just decided to leave on his rookie contract, which is almost impossible in real life. So that's dumb. And then LaMelo Ball doesn't get re-signed after winning an NBA championship. What is that? But man, yeah, that's all I have to say. Anyway, here we are. taking on, ironically, the Houston Rockets. Let's see if the Mavericks have what it takes. Let's see if Jabari Smith can get his revenge. They lose game 1, win game 2, win game 3 as Chris Livingston pops off for 28. Trae Young 17, Jabari 17 and 12. Now up 2-1, up 3-1, and 3-2 here in a big game 6. Win this or go back to Houston 4 at game 7, losing absolutely horribly. Back and forth game in the second. Really high scoring contest. They're going to be at like 140 to 150 by the time we get into the fourth quarter here. And they are losing in the fourth quarter, down 70, a little bit of a comeback, a little bit of a push. Otherwise, this is going to a game 7, 5-point game. 2 minutes left, and the Rockets are extending their lead. Jalen Green closes them out hard. What was the box score? Trae Young, 33 and 7. Boy, Jabari's just coming up small in these playoffs, man. Patrick Baldwin Jr. popped off for 31 points, though. Holy crap. Yeah, what are Jabari's scoring stats right now? 18 and 9. That's just not what you want to see from your quote unquote best player. Anyway, game 7 against the Rockets, trying to get to the second round. Going up in the first, but this was the exact same thing that happened in game 6. Winning in the second, winning in the third. Going into the fourth quarter, 20-point game, and the Mavericks are absolutely blowing out the Rockets unless they have a little bit of a lead. If they have any sort of way to get, more minutes, this is going to the Mavericks. And there you go. Jabari Smith, the 6 seed, upset the 3 seed now to take on the Denver Nuggets, who also upset the 2-seeded Golden State Warriors. So they got Trey Mann. He's okay. Nikola Jokic still down to a 92. Kristaps Porzingis. Holy crap. Michael Porter Jr. They are tall, but I think Jabari can eat Kristaps Porzingis for lunch and dinner. So it's really going to be, how do you deal with Nikola Jokic? Game 1, they lose. Did the Joker pop off? No. 27, 12, and 10. Yes. Nick Smith, though. I don't know who the hell Nick Smith is. 84 overall shooting guard. 10th overall pick in this year's draft. Okay. I'll give it to you, Nick. Lose. Well, we win. Game 2. Down 2-1. Down 3-1. And I think we're going to have to start hopping in because there's not going to be too many more chances that Jabari has of being a dominant player in the playoffs. So here we are in the fourth quarter, a little bit of a lead going into the fourth. And we'll probably close this one out for them. I'll try to play as Jabari as much as I can. Just get a couple dribbles, 16-point lead. Why not? Let's play with peak prime Jabari a little bit. All right, we're going to run horns for Jabari. Let's see what you got, big fella. This is not going well at all. Oh, there we go. Jabari didn't get any sort of... Oh, he gets a screen, and there he goes. Throw it down, big fella. That was the slowest developing play I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap. You ran like 7 screens before you actually got to do anything there. So we have Jabari against Michael Porter Jr. That is an interesting matchup. And the Joker just going to dominate. That's not fair at all. That's not fair. Let's do this play for Jabari. See if we can get anything going. Okay. I'm getting bullied right now. I guess I'll give it to you. Again, this play is supposed to be for Jabari Smith. It's clearly not. Jabari, contested 3? Nah, nothing. No chance. 0 shot. You wish. Well, this isn't going well. Let me just say that. I think that's pretty evident. But you know what? It's fine. We have a big lead here. I'm on Kristaps Porzingis. Bruh. Who left their fucking responsibility there? What the hell happened here? So I'm clearly on Kristaps Porzingis. They got the switch. I'm trying to help our freaking shooting guard here, whoever, Nick Smith or whatever, the 10th overall pick in the 2022 draft. So I'm helping a little bit, but I'm still there for Kristaps Porzingis. Then Isaiah Stewart decides, you know what? I'm just going to completely leave my responsibility and cover a guy who's already covered. And I'm like screening him out of the way. And now we have 4 players in the paint. Whoa, you suck, game. Okay, let's try to run a play for Jabari. Except this time actually run it for Jabari. How does that sound? I'm getting full court pressed here. This is abuse. Okay. That's... Okay, this is just what is happening. There we go. I suck at shooting. I'm so bad at NBA 2K releases. There's no chance that anything I do goes in. Okay, that was the worst steal attempt I've ever seen, but Jabari, get the rebound. Isaiah Stewart stole it from you, but we're going to run it. We're going to run, and we're going to cross up KP. Crossing him up. He's too slow. That's right. Bully that man. The Latvian laser, more like the Latvian loser. Jesus, 2K. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I just want to point out what happened here on defense. So I know the shot hasn't even gone in yet, but it was greened. So we're running the break. 2K sucks at transition defense. So I see Trey Mann, and he's got Trey Young here. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to kind of shade over in this area here. But then you see Kristaps Porzingis is running the break, sprinting. Isaiah Stewart's about 2 steps behind. So I'm like, all right, while I'm shading here, I'm going to try to shade with this guy because they haven't made the pass yet. So I'm going to pull him back, let Michael Porter Jr. try to take an off dribble 3, whatever. Then Trey Young, being controlled by the CPU, is like, oh my God, you know what? I'm covering this guy for the 3-point line. You know, I'm going to try to cover all 5'10" of me. Kristaps freaking Porzingis. Fuck. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm getting doubled. Kick it for 3. That's Isaiah Stewart. And he greened it. Isaiah Stewart greening 3s. Yo, that's how you play basketball right there. That's fundamental basketball. Oh, Jabari. Oh, no, he's going to get bullied. I'm there. I'm there. Contested. Boy, Nikola Jokic is just being mean. Stop bullying him. All right, I want to run this play one more time, see if I can get Jabari Smith's release down because I have missed every single shot of his except for like a dunk. So here we go. Kick it for 2. I'm just so early. I'm so bad at basketball. How do I simcast the rest of the game? Simcast. Thank you. No, that's the wrong button. Simcast. Thank you. Well, we go on to win, so that's good enough for me. Jabari Smith missed all my shots with him, but he got that really good kick out to Isaiah Stewart from the 3-point line, which how many 3s have you seen Isaiah Stewart make in his life? And they're going to lose in the second round. Nikola Jokic is going to dominate them. A little bit of a closer game. Back and forth now in the 4th quarter. Wow, it's actually close. We might hop into this. 107-106, 5 minutes left, back and forth. Now they have a little bit of a lead. 3 minutes left, 3-point game, 5-point game, and they're starting to extend that lead, stretch it out. Game 7 is going to the Nuggets. Actually, game 6. And once again, Jabari Smith gets eliminated as Dariq Whitehead on the Cavaliers wins their NBA Finals MVP. Kyrie Irving retires. Fred VanVleet. I gotta say, it was kind of fun play with Jabari. I won't lie. He just kind of, you know, he just hasn't developed into that superstar that you want him to. He's been okay. He's been competitive. He's been, you know, top 20 in scoring. He just hasn't been a monster. And he's out for the season with a sore right knee. Or that must be just for the off season. Once again, only an 85 overall. Little bit of a disappointment, gotta say. You know, he's been okay. And that's about it. 27 years old at this point, just about to hit his prime. What is his potential up to? I'm not going to bump it this time with untapped potential, but it's up to a 95. He's just not living up to it, and that's all it is. That's all there is to it. Jabari Smith is a very solid player. Probably not going to be a Hall of Famer. Not a generational talent. Just a good, you know, middling player. Will make an all-star game every now and then. Average 20 points, give you 10 rebounds, and that's about it. Chet Holmgren now on the Heat wins an MVP. Rookie of the Year, Zach Perry. Terry Finley, 6th Man of the Year. Yeah, and his Defensive Player of the Year. Cliff Sharp is not too sharp. Coach of the Year is Jason Kidd on the Mavericks. Yo, did the Mavericks do something? Are we good? What am I looking at? All NBA teams. Ironically, Luka Doncic is not on the Mavericks anymore. Jabari Smith made All NBA 3rd team. I think that's the first time in his career. Yeah, holy crap. 27 years old, #1 seed. This is the best chance the Mavericks have and the best chance Jabari has had ever of competing. And he honestly didn't have a great season. 19.8 points per game. Led the team in scoring. 10.7 rebounds. Led the team in rebounds and assist. He was 4th. 1.4 steals. Led the team in steals. Blocks. Boy, Jabari's having a good career here in Dallas. 48% from the field. 42% from the 3. 90% from the free throw line. Games played was 80. I mean, I don't, I'm not really sure what he was tremendous in. He was okay. Just across the board, he was okay. Scoring wise, he finished 20th. Trae Young was 21st. And rebounds, he was probably top 10. Yeah, 8th. I mean, you know what? I'll take it. Number 1 seed taking on the Pelicans. Ugh. Zion. Ugh. Jabari versus Zion. Who's better? Who do you want on your team? Trae Young, Chris Livingston. They just have a good team. That's all it is to it. This is going to be Jabari's best chance to win an NBA championship. But the first thing you got to do is get out of the first round. And that's always tough to do on 2K. I say that they are up 3-1 and 4-1 now to take on the Utah Jazz. Lonzo Ball, Donovan Mitchell down to an 82. Patrick Williams, Murray Harper. Definitely a team that you can beat. Once again, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and 4-0 now to take on the Sacramento Kings. Benjamin Simmons, Jalen Green. No. Why? My guy's winning MVPs and they got rid of him. Ooh, I don't know why they would do that. 25 points a game and they're like, yeah, we could probably do better. All right, well, this is the grudge match. Jalen Green versus Jabari Smith. Kings win game 1. Lose game 2. How did Jabari do? Man, Jabari is not a performer. Is he not? Is he hurt again? Is Jabari hurt again? My guy has Chris Paul luck. Are you fucking kidding me? He broke his arm. Yo, every single time it's important and it matters, Jabari Smith misses it. What do we do with that? Ah, that's brutal. That just, I don't, that's brutal. Nothing else to say about that. Jabari Smith is just having an unlucky career, an unlucky life right now. Play progression, down to an 84. He's hitting the age of regression. Did re-sign, though, with the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know if this was this year or last year, but $40 million a year. Nothing to snooze at. Jared Perkins, I don't know who you are. Chris Livingston. Man, last year was your time to shine, and you broke your freaking arm. That's brutal because he's hitting the age of regression around 28, 29 is in 2K. That's when you start to go down. Mavericks are no longer... Wow, where are they in the power rankings? 17th. Oof, we might be on the back end of the Jabari Smith experience. Cade Cunningham wins Rookie of the Year. 27 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Melvin Jones, Rookie of the Year. Cole Anthony, 6th Man of the Year. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Gregor McKnight, Most Improved. And Coach Bud is once again Coach of the Year as Michael Myers is going to kill you with a knife. All-NBA first team, no Mavericks. Second team, no Mavericks. And third team, Jabari Smith once again made the All-NBA third team. You love to see it. Once again, the number 1 seed. This time, Jabari's healthy, right? Fingers crossed. Oh, man, what a career that he has had. But here we are in scoring. Second on the team, 19 points per game. Only an 85 overall at this point, and he's starting to progress. Second in rebounds. Not even the best rebounder on the team. Third in assists, steals, tied for second. Blocks, third. 47% from the field, 44% from the 3, 91% from the free throw line. And how many games did he play this time around? 76. I'll take it. That's as many as he's played in any season. But here he is once again, best team in the Western Conference, second best team in the NBA. Is he going to be good enough and healthy enough to help this team win? Because Davion Mitchell has replaced Trae Young. When did that happen? Was that a transaction that we didn't see? Go to the Mavericks. They waived Toby Clement. Okay. Signed Davion Mitchell. Interesting. So I guess maybe they just didn't sign or re-sign Trae Young. That's interesting because now this is completely Jabari's team. He's only an 85 overall, but he's got a good supporting cast around him. Solid center, good point guard. Jaden Springer running the 2, Zach Perry, Jared Perkins. It's a solid team. They're the number 1 team in the Western Conference. This is going to be the Dirk Nowitzki legacy season for the Mavericks and for Jabari Smith. Should be good enough to beat the Grizzlies. They have like 180 overall, but there you go. Lose game 1, win game 2. How did Jabari do? Oh, Trae Young is healthy. Then why was Davion Mitchell starting? Maybe he got bumped up. I don't know. That was weird. But there you go. Up 2-1 and up 3-1. And 4-1 now to take on the Los Angeles Lakers. De'Aaron Fox, look at his buddy. Scotty Barnes, yo. Jabari Smith versus Scotty Barnes. That is going to be a fun matchup for sure. We win game 1. Trae Young, 17-7. Davion Mitchell, 15-5. Jabari Smith, 8-13. He does not perform in the playoffs at all. Jabari Smith, not clutch, confirmed. Oh, well, he put up 23 points. You know, whatever. Stats can be misleading, all right? Don't look at stats as they go up 2-0. Up 2-1. 2-2. How are we doing here? Scotty Barnes, 26-9-8. Trae Young, 26-11. Every time I look at the stats, Jabari's putting up 8 points, but then it says he led the team in scoring overall. But this is a big game 5 here. 2-2. Winner advances to the Western Conference Finals to take on Jalen Green yet again, up 3-2 and 4-2. Now does Jabari have what it takes to stay healthy so he can go to the finals and actually win a chip himself? Ben Simmons, Jalen Green, Onyeka Okongwu. Gonna be an interesting matchup here. Lose game 1. Trae Young and Sagna Nadur. All right, Sagna. Jabari 17-12. Jalen Green popped off for 28. Who is this? Mark Stevens, second round pick, put up 25 at 5-5. Holy crap. Ben Simmons 13-13. Lose game 1. Lose game 2. I got a bad feeling. Up. Down 3-1. All right. Yeah, I was going to say up, but there you go. 3-2. Game 6. Need this to force a game 7 back in Dallas. You got to win this one. Winning in the first quarter, winning in the second quarter. Jabari Smith is hopefully popping off. Up 20 points here in the fourth quarter. Can they make a little bit of a run, or is this going back to Dallas? And here we go. Game 7. Jalen Green versus Jabari Smith. Jalen Green won round 1. Can Jabari and company win round 2? Dallas. Game 7. Winner goes to the NBA Finals. Loser goes home. They're losing in the first quarter, winning in the second quarter, going into the third. Kind of a low-scoring contest, 70-60. Here in the third quarter, going into the fourth, almost a 15-point lead. Not enough to feel comfortable, but enough to say that we have this game in hand. 85-105, and the Mavericks, Jabari Smith, number 1 team in the Western Conference, are taking on the Detroit Pistons to win it all. Lloyd Lane, alliteration, number 5 overall pick in 2025. Jaren Jackson Jr., Donald Temple, Devin Vassell, Judd Ryan. That sounds like an NFL name. Somehow, Killian Hayes has been on the team longer than Cade Cunningham. But there you go. Game 1, they win. Jabari Smith, 24-18. That's a fucking stat line, dude. Who's on their team? Lloyd Lane is their best player. I think Jabari's going to win, and he might win NBA Finals MVP. I say that, and they lose game 2. Not much to say there. Jabari gave you 5, 8, and 5. That's fucking disgusting. Come on, Jabari. You're better than that. Win game 3. Who's this? Percy Russell? I don't know. Trae Young, 25. Jabari, 25. Lose game 4, and they're tied up 2-2. Jabari Smith, 22-8. So, like, Jabari, I don't even know how to describe it, but Jabari is not giving you as much. Wow, Davion Mitchell's hurt. When Jabari puts up numbers, it looks impressive, and when he doesn't, it looks embarrassing. But here we are, big game 5, and they're up about 15 yet again here in the fourth quarter. Doesn't look like we're going to have to hop in. And there we go, 113-101. Up 3-2. You win this, you win it all. Jabari Smith likely would win NBA Finals MVP here in Detroit, but if you lose, you're going to a game 7 back and forth game here in the fourth quarter. Low scoring contest, 85-79. A little bit of a lead. Now they lost it. Back and forth contest. 4 minutes left. 92-91, 94-92. Tied up 94 all. 96-94. We're hopping in. 2.5 minutes left. Let's go, baby. My only worry is that I have to actually play basketball here. Oh, there we go. Got the steal in the inbound. Running it. Throw it down, Perry. That was a loose layup, but it's fine. 98-94. There we go. Getting screened. I'm there. God, what happened? You see what happened was... Okay, we're going to try and run one play for Jabari. Inevitably, this goes terribly, and then I never run this play again. But there we go. Jabari, open for 3. Green that shit. Splash. 101-96. Let's go. I'm greening 3s with Jabari. Rhyming accidentally. All right, they're running the same play as they ran last time. Oh, gets his shit blocked. Was that Jabari? Yes, sir. Who's going to be open? Trey? Oh, gets both of them to pump fake. Livingston wide open for the dunk. 7-point game. Am I good at basketball? And I think Jabari might win an NBA Finals after all. It's something that I don't think Paulo did. Interestingly enough, that's going to miss, but they're going to get the offensive board. And he gets stripped. Jabari coming up with clutch plays. Jabari clutch confirmed. Give it back to the big fella. Pump fake? No, okay. We're going to run the screen and roll with Jabari. That's just how much of a beast he is. Going through the paint, take the contact, and draw the foul. You gotta foul him. He's too much of a beast. All right, taking Trae Young out. He's not even mattering at this point. This is the Jabari Smith experience. This is only Jabari, all day Jabari. Everybody else doesn't matter. Make sure you defend the three-point line. No threes, no threes, no threes. You can take this contested layup all you. Oh my god. Oh my god, we gave up a three. Oh, and he missed. Let's go. And that's it. They're giving up. They're throwing in the towel. The Mavericks have won a championship and no respect for the Hall of Fame CPU. Wow, that was ugly. Let's go. Oh man, I didn't think Jabari would win anything. He's now entering Dirk Nowitzki territory. Look at that. Trae Young's like, holy crap, we won a chip. Livingston put up a crazy stat line. 22, 3 and 8. Jason Kidd says, I am an NBA champion yet again for the Dallas Mavericks. Here in Detroit, the Pistons fans are going wild. Why? I don't know. Trae Young is flexing. All 115 pounds. What a beast. And what do we got here? Oh, the Dallas watch party. Yeah, this is, I mean, you know, it's a thing. I can't imagine actually going to one of those watch parties. Sounds painful. But there we go. David Stern, Jason Kidd, bald white man to bald white man, giving out the NBA Finals. And who's going to be the NBA Finals MVP? Is it Trae or is it Jabari? Oh my god. It's the same celebration every time. Coach puts up the trophy and this guy's hand goes through it. Yump. I didn't see Trae or Jabari up there. So who's the NBA Finals MVP? It's Jabari. Yo, I'm actually happy for him, and this is a fucking video game. Oh my god. Tears of joy, man. Look at Jabari splashing from three. Look at Jabari being a beast, kicking it, laying it up. That's how you do it. And there it is, Jabari Smith, NBA Finals MVP, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists on 48 from the field, 56 from three, and he's only an 85 overall. Like, what if he retires here? Honestly, I wouldn't be that surprised. Hall of Fame inductees, Joel Embiid jersey retirement, Zach LaVine and Joel Embiid. I know they say rings don't matter, but like that was a legacy playoff run right there. Jabari Smith could win nothing ever again, and I bet you he's a Hall of Famer. Down to an 84 overall already. Pretty brutal. But can the Dallas Mavericks defend their NBA championship? Probably not, if I had to guess. But let's see how they are in the power rankings. They are 7th for NBA.com. Scott Barnes wins MVP 18 and 10. Kyle Marshall Rookie of the Year. Sixth man is Homer Higgins. Chet Holmgren Defensive Player of the Year. Dion Moss Most Improved. Mike Budenholzer is Coach of the Year. And Executive of the Year is a bald millennial. All NBA first team, not seeing any Mavericks. Second team, nobody. Third team, Jabari Smith making every All NBA third team ever. And they are down to the 3 seed, not great. 54 and 28, down from being the 1 seed 2 years in a row. But that was to be expected. Jabari Smith really regressing. 17 points a game isn't great, but Trae Young is regressing even worse, down to 16 points a game. 9.7 rebounds, leading the team ahead of Trey Jennings, who's been hurt with a neck vertebrae, out for the season. That's gotta hurt. And their other center has a high ankle sprain. Yeah, just an injury-riddled season. Second in steals, third, fourth in blocks is Jabari Smith. 46% from the field, 43% from three, 92% from the free throw line. And how many games did he play? 76. So he's been relatively healthy. He just hasn't, been all that tremendous or remarkable. They do win game 1 now to take on the Los Angeles Lakers in round 2. De'Aaron Fox, Keegan Murray, Scott Barnes, MVP Scotty Barnes, by the way. And they win now to take on, once again, the Sacramento Kings. Jalen Green down to a 93. Barney Mitchell, Ben Simmons. Imagine if Jabari stayed. But Jabari is yet again in the NBA Finals now to take on a whole bunch of 70s. I think the sliders are busted. I think regression is hitting way too hard at this point. But then you see a Trae Young at an 85. I don't know. I'm using the Schneid 1 sliders, so whatever. 1-1. Up 2-1. Gonna kind of quick sim this because we already seen an NBA championship. But down 3-2 and 3-3. I mean, it's game 7. I'll hop in. But they are losing in the first quarter, losing in the second, losing in the third, and they probably are going to lose in the fourth quarter as well. Almost a 20-point game, and Jabari Smith come up short yet again. As Damian O'Neal, a 75 overall, wins NBA Finals MVP. Not great. Donovan Mitchell retired. Do we see Jabari Smith anywhere? We got to be on Jabari Smith retirement watch. I'm not seeing... I see Bones Highland and Herb Jones. Nobody yet. Hall of Fame inductees is Giannis. Jersey retirements, Giannis and Donovan Mitchell. I'll say Jabari probably has 2 more seasons before he regresses, if I had a good guesstimate. But here we are, player regression. Trae Young down to an 83. Jabari Smith down to an 84. Again, not terrible, just, you know, starting to hit that point in his career where he's not going to get any better. He's only going to be getting worse. His stats are going to drop, not precipitously, but enough to where you say, oh, not great. Here, the Mavericks are in the preseason power rankings 13th, and we'll see how they do. John Morant winning an NBA Finals at age 34. Okay. Matias Budge, Rookie of the Year. Manny Delgado, 6th Man of the Year. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Matias Andor, Most Improved. And Trevor Lambert is Coach of the Year. Never heard of you, my friend. Brandon Harrison, Executive of the Year. Do we see Jabari Smith on any of these teams? No. And no. And once again made, oh my God, he tore his Achilles and he's out for the season right after signing a big 4-year contract extension. Oh my God, what is this? The 3rd major playoff run he's had where he's been injured? That fucking sucks. Once again, they're the #1 seed, no less. Ah, brutal, brutal, brutal. Is he really out for the whole year? Yup. That sucks. Not even having a great year. Whoever Robert Powell is seems to be pretty good. Jabari had 17 points, 9.7 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 44% from the field, 41% from 3, 92% from the free throw line. And how was he? Played 67. Once again, he was healthy for most of the season and then just got hurt for the most important time of the year, the playoffs, with a season-ending injury. And of course, the Mavericks without him go on to lose. John Morant wins NBA Finals MVP. That's brutal. That fucking sucks. They had Dejounte Murray. I mean, that makes sense why they were so competitive, but fuck. That hurts. Nikola Jokic and Ben Simmons going to the NBA Hall of Fame, getting their jersey retired. So is Jaylen Brown. I mean, you don't have that many swings at the chance to win an NBA Finals, man. You gotta hit when you hit, and if you don't, talk shit. Jabari Smith is still gonna be out. Down to an 83 overall. Trae Young down to an 80. Dejounte Murray isn't coming back. Let me tell you that. Well, not great. That is definitely not what you want to see. How much longer is Jabari going to be out? 1 to 2 months. Boy, the Mavericks are not going to be good this season. Is Jabari even going to come back? Some guy named Kyle wins MVP while putting up 15 and 13. That just feels wrong. But I think all the good players are officially retired. Taylor Lawson, Rookie of the Year. Scott Teague with 1 T is 6th Man of the Year. Chet Holmgren, still Defensive Player of the Year. Noel Fletcher, Most Improved. Ty Lue is Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year is this guy. All-NBA First Team. I don't believe Jabari is going to be making these teams this season, this time around. Yeah, he was just hurt for way too long. But the Mavericks were okay. They're still the 5th seed. They held on. Trae Young still an 81. Jabari down to an 83 overall. How did they do player stats-wise? Wow. Whoever this guy is really took over the team. Robert Powell. Okay. Number 29 overall pick in 2030. Jabari down to 15 points and 8 rebounds a game, 3.3 assists. Barely, I mean, really inefficient shooting. 39% from the field, 35% from 3, 91% from the 3. That's just not going to cut it, Jabari. You're killing me here. You're doing terrible, but they are going to make it to the second round, taking on the 8-seeded Golden State Warriors. They 180'd with Paolo Banchero and whoever this guy is, Connor, #1 overall pick. Interesting, a 1v1, basically. Not really because it's basketball, but we're going to say it's a 1v1. Paolo, 23 and 15. Jabari, 20 and 6. Okay. Lose game 2. Jabari, 16, 12 and 4. Paolo, 16, 5 and 1. Up 2-1. Tied 2-2. And we're not going to be simcasting. Up 3-2. Looks like Jabari's getting the better right now. 27, 9 and 2. That'll work. Paolo only 16 and 5. And game 7, Paolo versus Jabari. I mean, you gotta stick and you gotta watch. Winning in the second quarter, going into the third. Still winning, going into the fourth, and they have about a 10-point lead. Not confident enough to just blow them off the court, but you got a little bit of a lead. 6 points, 5 minutes left, 4 points. We may have to hop in here. 1-point game, and now it's back and forth, and they're losing. Oh my God, they're losing way too quickly. Losing up by 4. Tie game, now going into overtime. Up 4 again. I think somebody fouled out. How can I check? Where we look? Fouls? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nobody fouled out. They're just not playing well. That's cool too. Wow. Jabari Smith in a closeout game. 3 of 13 from the field, giving you 9 points and 7 rebounds is not going to cut it. Jabari. He's too old. He can't do it anymore. Jabari's old, and there goes Paolo Banchero winning his NBA Finals MVP. One-upping the Jabari Smith experience. Man, that's disappointing. I'm really disappointed. I don't know how else to say it. Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, and Karl Anthony Towns going into the Hall of Fame, getting their jerseys retired. So, wait, Jason Tatum went to the Hawks? It's weird. Well, here we are in the 2034-2035 season. And I got to think that Jabari Smith doesn't have too many cracks at it. 32 years old now. 83 overall. Significant injury history. Is he going to be able to make another competitive championship run? Not likely, but I've seen crazier things. The Mavericks were the number 3 seed last season? Now they're 14th overall. Kyle Marshall wins another MVP. Horace Holmes is Rookie of the Year. 6th man is Mitch Kelly. Lonnie Isley, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved is Scott Nelson. Monty Williams, Coach of the Year. And Jamie Brady has ginger hair. All-NBA first team, nobody. Second team, no. And third team, no. Looks like the All-NBA third team king is no longer. But they are the 2 seed. San Antonio Spurs are number 1. Interesting. Dallas made the 2nd seed. Robert Powell up to an 82. Jabari playing up to an 84. I think Trae Young is now on the bench at 78 overall. Must be super old. How old is Trae at this point? 37, and he's still kicking. Good for him. Jabari has 2 years left on his deal. Let's see how they did in the stats. That's not the button I wanted to press. Player stats. Robert Powell absolutely took this team over. Jabari is now only scoring 15 points a game. That hurts to see. 7 rebounds, also not impressive. 3.2 assists, 3rd on the team. 1.1 steals, led the team. 0.7 blocks, 4th. 46% from the field is just not great. He's getting 11 shots a game. Wow, he's not even the 4th scoring option on the team. Good Lord. 42% from the 3-point line. That's good to see. I think he had a really down year last year. If we can look through the stats. Yeah, last season, 35% is not going to cut it, but 42 and 94% from the free throw line. Good to see. How many games has he played at this point? 80. That'll work. What's his career games played so far? Can we look at that? 1,001 games played up to this point. But here they are taking on the Golden State Warriors. Scott Nelson, Paolo Banchero. Can he get the revenge tour? Because Paolo went on his championship run, winning NBA Finals MVP. Is it time for Jabari Smith? And they are absolutely sweeping. Now to take on who? Ironically, the Houston Rockets. Kyle Marshall, consecutive MVPs, is the only good player on the team. Win game 1, win game 2. Down, tied up at 2-2. Down 3-2. Are they going to lose 4 in a row? 3-3. Here going to another game 7. There's a lot of game 7s in Jabari's career, but here they are winning in the second quarter, going into the third. Winning in the third, going into the fourth, about a 10-15 point game. Is that enough to close out the Houston Rockets? It looks like it is. There you are, 126-114. And Jabari is 18-11-6. That'll work. But now to take on the 1 seed. who I don't really know why they're the 1 seed, but hey, they're the 1 seed. Franz Wagner is on the team. So there's that. Win game 1, lose game 2, lose game 3, lose game 4, win game 5, and there you go. Once again, eliminated. NBA Spurs go on to win NBA Finals. Josh Giddey, NBA Finals MVP. Brandon Ingram is retiring. DeAndre Ayton, Luka Doncic retired. Jalen Suggs, Killian Hayes. So still no. Oh, Jaden Ivey retired. There's the first guy from the draft class. Okay, Mark Stevens. So I think Jabari has at least 1 more year coming up. He's getting close. He's certainly getting close to going into the retirement. Luka Doncic goes into the Hall of Fame, getting his jersey retired for our Mavericks, interestingly enough, and going into the 2035-2036 season. How is Jabari going to do? He keeps knocking on the door, trying to win his second chip, but he just comes up a little bit short. I think Trae Young is gone, right? No, he's just down to a 74. Well, that's not what you want to see, but Jabari's holding steady. He never went high, and he never went low. He's just been a really steady 80 to 85 player his entire career. Phil Jeffries wins MVP 28, 7, and 6. Really impressive. Danny Cotton is Rookie of the Year. Mitch Kelly is Sixth Man of the Year. Lonnie Isley, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Jeffrey Jameson. Trevor Lambert is Coach of the Year, and David Powell is bald. I'm not even going to look at awards, but the Dallas Mavericks are once again the 1 seed. How? No freaking clue, because Jabari Smith is not even the best player on his team. 15 points a game, though. It's up a little bit. 9 rebounds. 2.8 assists. 43% from the field. 41% from 3. 94% from the free throw line. And how many games did he play? 81. All right, so we had an actual healthy season. Good to see that as they sweep in the first round, taking on the team that eliminated them last year, the San Antonio Spurs, and they lost again. Whatever. Is there even a point to caring at this point? Trae Young finally retires. Franz Wagner, who made his way to the team, retires. Damn. Well, all right. Hall of Fame inductees. Trae Young going into the Hall of Fame. At jersey retirement, Shea and Trey. Rhyme accidentally. And this is going to be the twilight of the Jabari Smith career, I expect, even though they continue to be the 1 seed and they get eliminated in embarrassing fashion. Where is my boy? He's gone. He's gone. Did he go to another team? Why would you do that, sir? Jabari. He is on the Pacers. Okay, sign a big 3-year deal. I mean, that's fine, I guess. We're just gonna hop over to the Pacers. I don't plan on him being around the league way too much longer. We're already in year 2036, and I am getting tired. Go to team. You know, this Pacers squad looks to be ridiculous. So they have nobody at point guard, but then 84 overall, Gregor McKnight at shooting guard, Artem Gordniev at small forward, and let's bump Zion down to the 3 actually, because he's 6'7". Then Zion down at the down to a 77, Jabari up to an 82, and Norm Simon up to an 83. They got a decent team going on here in Indiana. Let's see if they can turn that into a championship. Phil Jeffries wins another MVP. Rookie of the Year is Pavlo Markov. Jim Reynolds, Sixth Man of the Year. Lonnie Isley, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Alan Reese. Gabriel Taylor is Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year is a girl. It's a girl. But the Pacers were the best team in the NBA, just like I predicted, because I am a damn genius. But it looks like Zion did not take nicely to being the small forward and went out and got himself hurt. But they are taking on the Miami Heat, and Chet Holmgren is still a 90 overall. Chet versus Jabari. Who's going to be better? Who's going to be worse? Let's go. Win game 1. Win game 2. And I forgot to look at the stats. Win game 3. 3-1. And Chet Holmgren cannot muscle the load as much as you'd like him to. It's kind of whatever. Jabari Smith, wow. So this guy got hurt day to day. This guy's out 1 to 2 weeks. So then when I say this guy, I mean Zion Williamson. Jabari Smith was the only healthy player on the team, put up 17 and 10, almost returning to his old school form. Who'd have thought the 34-year-old would do that? 45% from the field, 43% from the 3, 95%. Wow, he had a hell of a season this year. Did he make an All-NBA team? Because, wow. Now to take on the Nets, and they win. Now to take on the 76ers, and now taking on who? The Rockets, Tyrese Halliburton. Richard Wilcox, Kyle Marshall. All right. Does the Pacers have what it takes to win another championship? Can Jabari win his second, putting himself firmly ahead? And they go 3-1, 4-1. Jabari Smith wins another NBA Finals MVP, 19 and 11. cementing his legacy, going to 2 teams and winning 2 NBA Finals MVPs, and he's still not retiring. I mean, I guess I wouldn't either. He's an absolute savage. LaMelo Ball, Gregory Berry, and Josh Giddey going into the Hall of Fame, getting their jerseys retired as well. Impressive from the old man. He's like a million years old at this point, but still putting up buckets, not regressing at all. Let's see what he's down to this season. He is going to be an 80 overall, really regressing. And this is going to be a team of old ass men, but maybe they can defend their championship. Can you go 2 in a row? Looking at the preseason power rankings, the Pacers are 6th for NBA.com and 6th for Eric Bonner as well. Phil Jeffries wins another MVP. Fuck this guy. Radu Eminescu is, what is it? Rookie of the year? Whatever. 6th man of the year is Jim Reynolds. Lonnie Isley, defensive player of the year. Most improved is Jimmy Solomon. Gabriel Taylor, coach of the year, and executive of the year is Justin Taylor. Don't care about none of this because we're here going for another championship #1 seed yet again. The Indiana Pacers are doing a heck of a job with this guy always getting hurt. Gregor McKnight up to an 84. Jabari regressing a bit, but like I said, he's super steady. 14.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 41% from the field, 37% from 3, 93% from the 3-point line. Taking on the Atlanta Hawks, John Cole, Earl O'Neal, Dwayne Barber. Y'all ever read how Dwayne Wade spells his first name? Y'all ever tried to spell Dwayne? It's fucking ridiculous, man. Who spells Dwayne that way? But here we are, Eastern Conference Finals, taking on the Raptors. Bunch of 70s overall. It looks like the talent in the NBA really degraded hard, so I'm not a big fan of what happened there. But hey, Pacers are in the NBA Finals yet again, and it looks like they are going to absolutely sweep. And Gregor McKnight wins NBA Finals MVP yet again, back to back. Does Jabari retire? Because Jalen Green did. Evan Mobley did. Looks like Jabari's going to go for at least one more season. You'll love to see it. Hall of Fame inductees, John Morant, Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, Jalen Green, Zion Williamson. Zion getting his jersey retired by the Pelicans. Evan Mobley getting his jersey retired by the Cavaliers. Scotty Barnes getting his jersey retired by the Lakers and the Raptors. Jalen Green getting his jersey retired by the Rockets. And John Morant getting his jersey retired by the Grizzlies and the Lakers. One more season. Come on, Jabari. Win 3 in a row and go out on top. Go out as the king. Go out as the GOAT. Do you have what it takes? Down to a 78 overall. That hurts to see. It always hurts to see these top picks go like down into the mid to low 70s. And they keep playing like Vince Carter. Oof. Phil Jeffries, MVP, Rookie of the Year, AC O'Brien. Frank Barnes is 6th man of the year. Phil Jeffries, Defense Player of the Year, Most Improved. Clark Blunt. Igor Kokoskov is Coach of the Year. Wow, look at that hair, bro. Woof. And Justin Taylor, Executive of the Year. Pacers are down to the 5th seed, so probably not going to be great. Player stats, Jabari is probably down to fucking dirt. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 37% from the field, 37% from 3, 90% from the free throw line. And we're just going to simulate through everything. We're already up to the year 2039. Whew, baby. Pacers once again make the Eastern Conference Finals, and they make the finals. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Win game 1, lose game 2, win game 3, win game 4, and another NBA Finals goes to Gregor McKnight. Player retirements. Show me Jabari. Oh God, we're going another year. Blah, blah, blah awards. Nobody really cares at this point. And the Pacers are #1 in the Eastern Conference. And they're going to win in the first round. They're going to win in the second round. They're going to win in the third round. And they're going to go on to the NBA Finals. And they're probably going to win yet again. I mean, we'll simcast slow. See if Jabari Smith gets another Finals. I mean, does it even count when he's like the 5th best player on the team? Probably not. But there you go, 4-1. Norm Simon now wins NBA Finals MVP. And player retirements, there goes Jabari, who he was on the Hawks. He wasn't even on the oh my God, he was on the Hawks. Okay, that was it. That was the final season. Let's see how Jabari Smith did. Down to a 75 overall at 38 years old. But let's go through some of his career accomplishments. I'm feeling ecstatic about how things are because he's retiring, bro. My agent said I know when it's time to hang him up. This will be my last season. Damn. Only put up 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 34 from the field. Or 34 from 3, 41 from the field. But that is Jabari Smith's career. And honestly, man, it was weird. So he only spent the 4 years in Houston and didn't re-sign and didn't get re-signed because contracts are broken in 2K. And his first year was Honestly, his third year was his best, but his first year was the most impressive. Coming in as a rookie, averaging 19 and 8, 45 from the field, 40 from 3, 82% from the free throw line. And then he was basically the same as sophomore season. Took a step up that year 3, and then I think he got hurt. Was that when he tore his ACL? He dealt with so many ridiculous injuries. He had 52 games this season. And then just didn't follow it up the next year, and then left because I don't know why. He had Jalen Green, who was going to become the best player in the NBA in a couple seasons, on his team, and he was like, no, I want to go to Charlotte. Has a really good year, 21 and 9, and then gets hurt right as they're about to go to the playoffs. They win an NBA championship, but it's without him, so does it even count? Then goes to Dallas, has a couple legacy years, really solid, just a steady every single season, 20 and 9, 20 and 10, 40+% from the three-point line every single year. And then just wins a couple really important championships. Goes to Indiana, caps it off with a few more rings. Again, he didn't really contribute, but he certainly, he's there. He was like the 4th, 5th best player. Averaged 18 points a game in his career, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 45% from the three-point line, career 41% from the 3. I mean, that works, man. That'll certainly work. Overall, just a really rock steady year. No MVP years. No awful, oh my God, you need to quit years, except for in these like final 3 seasons. Every year besides that, he averaged 14 to 21 points a game. Just steady, man. Just super steady. Not really efficient is the only thing. Always in like the 50s true shooting despite his ridiculous 3-point shot. Kind of weird. Split stats, I don't care about that. Attributes, grades, skill graphs. None of these are important. How about his badges? Not really. He's super old, so those regress. So he's a 5-time NBA champion, but really, I would say he's a 2-time NBA champion because he has 2 NBA Finals MVPs. I don't think it shows on this screen, but that 2026 Finals with the Hornets doesn't really count. I'll say the last 2 doesn't really count with the Pacers, but that 2031 championship run with the Mavericks was legacy, man. He balled the fuck out. 11-time NBA All-Star, 1 first-team All-NBA, 5 third-team All-NBAs, and 1 first-team All-Rookie. Game highs, yeah, he just didn't get buckets like I thought he would. 43 points a game, in a game, 16 field goals made, I mean, whatever. 33, 10 three-pointers made. I really thought he'd be a better scorer, that's it. He's a good free throw shooter, a good 3-point shooter, but not a great scorer. He was really a good rebounder, I'll give him that. Pretty high steals, stocks, is that what they call them? Steals and blocks. And then he had an injury history too. He missed about half of his prime with serious injuries, and it's not going to show in this screen for whatever reason. But yeah, every time it seemed like he was going to go on a serious championship run, he would get hurt with injury, and then he'd miss the playoffs, which was just blech. And yeah, here you go. Look at the progression screen, just always in those mid to low 80s. Never got too high, never got too low. Let's see if we got into the record books at all. How do we look at that? League news, NBA records. Total points, LeBron completely killed Kareem's record, but where is our boy Jabari? Cade Cunningham's at 12. Again, Jabari's not going to be really high up there. He's just a steady, solid player. So 43rd with 24,000 points scored. How about field goals? 43rd, 8,000. 3-pointers, he definitely should be up there, though. I'd bet that he's top 20 in 3-pointers. Scoot Henderson, John Morant. There you go. Top number 7. 3-pointers made. Free throws? Not sure. He's a good free throw shooter, but he's not very aggressive. So I don't even think he's going to be on this list. Magic, KG, Giannis, World Be Free. Bob Cousy, Chris Bosh. Yeah, I'm not seeing him anywhere. Dick Van Arsdale. What a name. Jalen Green, LaMelo. I ain't see Jabari. I'm seeing Chet. Yeah, he didn't make this one. Rebounds, he definitely should be here. What would I put him at? Vladi, 73rd. What a legend. Marcus Camby, Zion Williamson. Where are you, Jabari? 27th with 12,000 career rebounds. Assists, he's not going to be there. Blocks, no, but steals, he definitely could be. My man was like a steady steals machine. He'd average like 1.3 a game for his whole career. Would that put him anywhere in the top 100? Questionable. There you go, 72nd with 1,499
Steals, minutes, probably not. Turnovers, probably not. Points per game, could be. Was it 17 points a game he averaged? Nah, not gonna get there. Field goal percentages, no. 3-point percentage, he's definitely gonna be here somewhere. I think it was 41%. So there's Michael Porter Jr., Cam Thomas. Really? Okay, I guess he didn't make that. Free throws, assists, steals, minutes, games played. Is he even on the games played list? Maybe. Top 100? Maybe. Patrick Baldwin Jr., who had himself a heck of a career, by the way. I think he's the 30th, 29th pick in the draft. Somehow he had a really good career, weirdly enough. Yeah, I don't think Jabari's going to be on this list. He had a lot of serious injuries. Oh, no, there he is. 16th, 1,300 games played. All right. Well, that's it. How many 40-point games did he get? Probably 2. I can't imagine he had any. He had his high is 42 points a game. So is he really going to be putting up buckets, dropping 40, 50, 60 a night? I don't think so. Ironically, Paulo Banchero is there. Trae Young, former teammate, is there. But yeah, definitely not Jabari. 50s, he didn't even score 50s, triple doubles, no. So all in all, a solid career, certainly Hall of Fame worthy. Played more games than Cade Cunningham, less scoring, more rebounds, less assists. I mean, Jabari, like I said, he was solid and then had that legacy-defining championship run with the Mavericks, and that's going to be his career. All in all, not bad, not great if you're a Rockets fan, but for Jabari, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I think it's a little overrated. I think he certainly impresses more than he did because I expect him to be, somewhere in the low 90s once he hits his peak, at least in NBA 2K ratings. But that's going to do it for the Jabari Smith career simulation. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.